Hello everybody, it is your least favorite Animal Jam YouTuber here, PieGirlZ, back again with another video. And I know what you're thinking. Yes, my flamingo is roasting over a fire, but that's not what you're thinking, alright? But it has been about 2 weeks since I last uploaded, and no, I didn't die. I was not sent to boarding school. No, in fact, I was actually on vacation and I had to go to like a national competition for the sport that I do. So yeah, it was pretty fun. I did miss being able to talk to you guys and record videos for 2 weeks. It was a little less than that actually, but I had school obligations, obviously. I had to help out people at my school since there's about like 1 week left, and I obviously did like no videos over the summer. But that's fine. So today, hear me out. Obviously, there's no surefire way to get a spike in an adventure, but these kind of tips that I have for you guys will definitely help you out. I think these definitely help me out in all adventures, not even just Tiki trouble. So without further ado, I've explained for about 40,000 years. Let's just get straight into this video. Psych! Okay, just kidding. So the first thing that I actually want to show you guys, wow, I'm really unprofessional. The first thing that I do want to show you guys is hit that settings, hit that little gear right there. Yup, I have 300 days. I'm so lit. You want to go into a world that is not populated at all. And once again, your girl uploads and records at 2 in the morning, so there's no one on already, and I just kind of got put into this world. But first thing that you want to do is make sure that you are in an empty world. And if you want to do this with a buddy, which I do suggest, make sure to tell them to go to where you are. Obviously, if you want to play with random people, like go into a full world, but probably not Alden, because you want to be as lag-free as you can. As you know, lag, no good, not good. You do not want lag, bad, frowny face, right? So, you want to make sure that your game is running as fast as you can, because there's timers for these adventures because the prizes are so good. So if you don't have enough time to complete it, then you won't be able to get your shiny new spike. So make sure that you're not going to be lagging a lot. Don't have a ton of tabs open, because personally right now I actually do have a lot of tabs open, I admit, because school's starting back up. I gotta get me my jeans, gotta order some new shoes, you know, all that jazz. So I do have a lot of tabs, but for the sake of this video I will be closing some of them because cool shopping bag feature, it'll keep them there. So that was a lot of explaining, but let's just go to Asaro right here. And guys, the flag is back. Very excited. I don't think that's how it's actually supposed to look, but the flag is back. Right, so now that you are totally lag-free and don't have 120 jamograms, you want to go to this little party icon, you know, Tiki Trouble. So I'm going to just host this right now, Connor. This right now, and I think one of my friends will be tagging along. I'm totally not on a Skype call with them right now, and you're gonna stay on mute, right? Good, that's the sound of silence. Are you gonna join me? Are you gonna join me?
Yeah.
Then follow me.
I am. I'm here.
Join the adventure. Yes, join the adventure.
Okay, I'll join it.
That's what I've been saying this entire time. Okay, well, it just randomly started the adventure. I think it does that once you have just at least one other person. So yeah, you might want to have all your buddies join at the same time. Alright, so you should probably read through this before you actually do it for real, because this might waste some of your time. And you know, we're all about that time, man. We're all about saving that time to complete this adventure. Right, so we want to help Tavi, Activia, Trivia, don't really know, television. We want to help her out today because she is going to need these pearls, because we want to drive away the phantoms, right? And see, my timer is already ticking, but I will not be completing this. If you do want like a walkthrough, there's other people who actually like did a full walkthrough, because I was going to make this video a while ago, so I'm sorry if this is kind of like irrelevant now. But I did want to make this video right before I left, but I did not have time, and I'm really sorry about the lack of uploading. I was not planning on it being 2 weeks, but you know, I want to help out people in the community, so that's why I did the little school thing for like 3 or 4 days. But yeah, so that was a lot of talking. The first thing that we want to do, yeah, totally lag-free, is do not mine any of these things. Do not mess with anything like these fossils right here that you do not need to mess with. Do not interact with literally anything you do not have to. Do not interact with anything you don't have to for the first time. Yeah, if you want to get those gems and everything, after you're completed with the adventure, or if you're just doing like a little mock run. But for the sake of time and how like complex this adventure is, do not talk to these traders right here. Because the time that it takes you to click them in the water and bring them back to the trader penguins, it's quite a while. And as you can see, I've already wasted a minute babbling. So, obviously this is not a walkthrough, I'm not that skilled, and Truce just is so tired, doesn't even want to be with me right now. So, the first thing that you want to do is walk up to this island, or fly up because I'm right here, and you want to talk to these Tiki statues, and they will only talk to you and allow you to like get the pearl if you do what they want. And here's the first real tip for you guys. Do exactly what they want in the exact order, because they will ask you for fruits and you have to bring them in the exact order. They're not just gonna say, give me an apple, a pear, and a banana, which are totally things in the adventure, not just off the top of my head for those asking. They will tell you in a specific order you have to bring them, which will pretty much be the closest thing or the farthest thing to you. Anything they're asking you for is in a very close like proximity to where you are. So don't travel the entire map looking for something that's right there. And I wouldn't suggest picking up things from other places like the pineapples from all the way on the other side of the island, because chances are you're going to need them for some other task. And you shouldn't collect the fruits from the other side of the island when you might need them, and there's other ones right here that are way closer. So the two major tips here are do not interact with anything that you do not need to. Do not be clicking everything in the water, and don't be opening everything that you don't have to. It's really just not a good decision. You can talk to these people if you're lost and definitely have fun in the adventure, but if you're in it for those shiny spiked collars, I would definitely just kind of try and do this as efficiently as you can, because you know I'm all about that, right? So basically the first thing is going to be the hardest. The first task they want you to do is going to be pretty much the most confusing, but the first thing that you want to do is kind of scan the shoreline, because all of the people like NPCs that you're going to talk to are going to be on the shoreline. They will not be located anywhere else. The traders are on the rocks, and in this section of the adventure, there are no animals in the water, so don't worry about anything being way out there. When you're looking for something that involves like a jammer, you want to talk to them first, because I'm not exactly sure about this, but from what I've experienced, if you talk to them first, it actually opens up the opportunity to find this. I could be wrong, but once you talk to them, it's way easier to actually find your way around. So this is obviously going to tell you where to go. The people that you talk to will tell you where exactly you need to be. And since everything's pretty much very close to where you're supposed to be, you can tell that there's not going to be this coin all the way over here. The coin's going to be pretty much in this area. Personally, it's kind of been around here. I'm not sure if this is a fossil. Yeah, this is the coin. So basically what I'm saying is the coin and the item you're going to need for all three of the tikis is going to be very close. Some other times I found it right here. It kind of alternates because obviously if everything's in the exact same spot you need it to be, then that's not very fun and there's not a lot of diversity in the adventure. You know, because you can't just speedrun everything, because we do want to fight off those phantoms and it's not going to be too easy. So I just want to kind of show you the first thing that you're going to see for the Tiki. Although I won't be completing all of them, I just kind of want to show you what it looks like. Also, can we talk about how much I love these flamingos? They're great. So you're just gonna click it with the item and ahoy matey, so ye be wanting my pearl, do ya? Really good accent, right? I could be persuaded to give it up if ye bring me 3 pieces of fruit. So this is what I'm talking about. They're going to ask you exactly what they want. The first thing, don't just hit okay. You're going to end up bringing back a banana or something and they're not gonna be too happy with you. So the first thing that they want is a coconut, and they won't tell you anything else until you bring them that coconut. So that's pretty much that on what the Tikis will want. Now I'm just going to talk about the map. The map has paths for you to take. I don't suggest going off of them because there's a reason why they're there. Anytime I've actually tried to find a genuine shortcut, it didn't really work out. This adventure, there's certain ways they want you to do things, and there's certain ways that are just kind of wasting your time. For example, the bridge is going to be easier to cross than the water. The bridge is right in front of you, easily made into the map. The water is kind of just there for the bridge to go over. So I don't really suggest using any other paths you think are faster. Obviously, if you're a flying animal, completely different story. But for right now, I just suggest using the paths that Animal Jam has made. or that look pretty cleared out. And also another thing is just make sure that you're following the way that the map kind of goes. Don't walk around the entire island when you can just walk through the town right here and go Tiki to Tiki. The easiest way to get spikes is to just do the adventure multiple times, because when you do this adventure maybe 5 times, I guarantee you will get a spike. There's been so many people who've been getting long collars from these, and you know, it's an all-around really good adventure. This is basically like the Forgotten Desert, just a lot more like creative and fun, obviously. Although I'd say this is kind of more complex and a little harder to do, prizes are very good for this adventure and you can get some really cool den items. So really just the number one way to get spikes is to not waste your time, because if you can do this adventure in 10 minutes as opposed to 17, that's way faster to get spikes. And just to show you guys, this mining right here, definitely not really worth it until you're done with the main things you need, because these will get you gems, but not really anything else. You may need them later in the adventure, but definitely not now. And one other thing, when you actually do mine these things, look, this will take you 10 whole damages. Not a lot, right? But if you do actually wear some armor, which I will show you in a second, totally not laggy, what? I'm going to put on all of this mystical armor, which I certainly love, and it looks so good on the flamingo. You just want to put on this armor right here, right? Super cool, nonchalant, and wow, it does 34 damage. That's a lot of damage for one tiny bird. But basically, this armor gives you a giant 1 step up in these adventures, because it only takes you a few swings to get all of these mining things. Because I know the second Tiki that you do on the other side of the shoreline will ask you for things in these mines, so definitely do put on some armor if you can. Pick up some from the diamond shop or trade for some. Pretty much just goes for every adventure. Armor makes it so much easier to complete this, because you don't want to tap that like a billion times. You just want to do it a couple times and get what you want. So pretty much my biggest tips are, do not waste time. There's plenty of time to do all that you want. The adventure is still here for a couple more days. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot when these adventures are pretty quick, only 17 minutes. So I hope you did enjoy. Comment down below if you've ever actually gotten a spike from this adventure. I'm sorry this video is kind of just like all discombobulated and just kind of very jump cutty, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys these tips. I will be back to regularly uploading. Sorry for being gone for 2 weeks. I was only expecting it to be like a week tops. But yeah, we see how that turned out. So basically, that is pretty much it. Be excited for new upcoming videos, and no, this week there will not be an update video. I'm kind of a little bit late to it, and I sort of already looked at them already. Oopsie daisies. Make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Join the meme family. We are very close to 32K if you did not notice. So all you lovely ladies and gents, hit that red button down below. Okay, thank you, bye!